Hello guys, welcome to this 2v2 on Pyrenees cliffs. If there's that little thing at the beginning, ignore that. As I'm with Imperius, as me and Imperius had to make that decision on if we wanted to make my win number 50 a 2v2 or me defeating him, and we came up with just doing a 2v2 because I probably would not defeat him. He's like pro like that, but usual army setup. 4 Volts, 6th, 2 Old Guard, 3 Young Guard, 2 Fusiliers of the Line, 2 National Guard, and then my General Staff. If I forgot anything, Apollo, I am sorry. And then he has Count von Beniges. What the? Benigessen? I butcher it. Then he has 2 Ulons, 1 Cossack Cavalry, and a Chevaliers, and Pavlograd Hussars, 2, well, basically guard units, Semenovsky Lifeguard Foot, count. Then he has 5 Russian Jaegers, and all the rest of the Musketeers. Start fast forwarding. I think they all played as Prussia, I think, if I remember correctly, that they were both Prussia. For the giggles, I think. Russia against Prussia. Look at this tree. Just look at the tree. Yeah, this tree. So the initial rush is going to be going up to the middle, as yes, they are both playing as Prussia. So let us see here. Looks like he has Lancers, Hussars. And then 1st East Prussian Grenadier Battalion, Musketeers, General Staff, another Grenadier. I'm assuming he has 5 Prussian Fusiliers. And he has what looks to be 2 more Lancers and a Crossier. Brandenburg Ulan, actually. And then Musketeers is the rest of the line. And the other Prussian over here has Lancers and Hussars. And that might be his only cav units. Those other 2 might be his cav units right there. They might be. And then Musketeer. Oh, that's a landwehr. Musketeer. And a foot guard. So yeah, that's all his. And then his. That you got some Silesian Schutzen and Jaegers, so a bit more of a different light infantry regiment right there. But me and Imperius have already basically made it to the top of the hill. Initially, he was telling me that we should focus on this Prussian over here, and then we'll 2v1 my guy, but it just turns out it just means a 1v1 for both of us on both sides. The rush is real. So all my infantry's already tired. At first, this Prussian's going to try to charge into my lights. That's his first action. But his first action is not for a little bit more time, because the first combat is actually going to be on Imperius' side against this Prussian. It's just going to be his Jaegers shooting and slaughtering anything they see. At this point, I'm just trying to rush forward. At this point, everyone's tired. Everyone's tired. You can see how Imperius has his line set up. These poor Jaegers aren't going to have fun against these Russian Jaegers. Prussian Jaegers against Russian Jaegers isn't that convenient. At this point, my lights are just kind of squared off from the main base of the army, which I can kind of see why the Prussian wanted to charge in. And why Imperius was warning me about my flank, but I kind of saw it. That's when I eventually decided to only form a line,
and must rest a while.
kind of an idiotic line that I'm not going to notice and fix until a little bit later. But the Russian Jaegers of Imperius are the first ones to fire. Not really doing too much at first, but he moves them up. But this Prussian player that I'm going against is he's completely flanking around me. But the way he's gonna still play this out, it's not gonna matter. He's gonna completely flank around me, so I'm just gonna counter every move he does.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
I could only figure they're tired. They've been running up 5 hills. 5 hills, yeah, that's an exaggeration, isn't it? But now I'm finally getting my line into place. For the most part, there's just a skirmish going on. Nothing but a skirmish. Fix this line. As you can see, I'm conveniently countering his flanking area here. And all my calves can end up going back here for future reference. He's gonna try to charge me from behind. You see, now he's trying to charge Imperius. Very, very unwise. But now my Prussian enemy is sending his cav into Imperius's force. But Imperius is going to actually counter that with those aren't Lancers, his Pavlograd Hussars. I may have been talking gibberish earlier because I was thinking about the other battle that we tried before this one. The other person quit. That my infantry is actually not going to get charged by cav,
and must rest a while.
But did get killed a little bit up here. It's not going to get charged by enemy cav. It's just going to be a main cav charge back here. Just a bit of mental memory from earlier that I was thinking about. Well, Imperius unfortunately has the bottom hill side, but it's not going to matter too much. I did not notice he had a 17th Jaeger. Oh well. At this point, I'm already prepared for anything that happens, and now my Prussian enemy is now moving in to attack. I have to move up my main line to counteract that too. So far, Imperius has gotten rid of all of this Prussian cav over here, and now it's just a gunfight that happened. And now my Prussian my Prussian enemy is now going to charge in, but I'm going to notice that right in time, and I already moved my Lancers into position, but I'm going to get the downhill charge on him, I think. I will. Not completely. But since French Lancers are much more better than Prussian Lancers, and that's across the air, so that Lancer's going to quickly win against... Yeah, it was just a bit of a quick little chaos of a cap charge. And Imperius is quickly encircling the Prussian over here as I've encircled my Prussian enemy over here into kind of a corner of the map. There goes that cav. There goes that cav. One cav left. He's dead. It's dead already. I'm just not going to focus on it. But this is going to be a long firefight over here. For the most part, Imperius has got a major flank on good old Prussia over here. Getting a nice charge, kind of into a square. But either way. Now over here for me, it's just, well, that line's already slaughtered. Oof. Over here, it's just nothing but that fight too. But now I have all my cav still remaining. Prussia didn't even kill much of my cav. All my lancers are pretty much alive. And this Prussian player over here wasn't very good. As you can tell already, he's letting himself getting completely flanked. His foot guards are quickly getting slaughtered. That's just an all-around bad day. But he's finally noticing it. But the Prussian player is already surrounded for Imperius's. At this point, I'm finally starting to move over to Serge Cheval. Kind of running through my frontal line, but that's okay. So I'm having to move a young guard over to keep my flank from being outflanked. And as of now, this Prussian player can't do anything already because Imperius has him, yeah, encircled. So Imperius' enemy Prussian player is going to quickly falter. Oh, they went jumping, didn't they? For the most part, everywhere around here is just me slaughtering. But that's a decently sized route too. Prussia's actually doing some decent damage, but for the most part, Imperius and his units here are doing very, very well. As of this point, neither me or Imperius have really lost that many men. And now the Prussian general of Imperius's Prussian player is dead. The last Halo is now dead. And now I'm quickly faltering my enemy Prussian player's flank very, very quickly. And oh my god, I just noticed massive rout of everything in the area. So that is the death already of Prussia. It's pretty much all the front line just routed.
All its ammunition, sir.
No, my enemy Prussian's player line is also having troubles, as there I am sending in my other Lancer unit in to clean up the job. Look at this. This is a massive rout of everything. Everything just routed. Everything. Because the general is now dead. But for the most part, I'm winning this area. And I was wise enough to send in my cav to clean up whatever was left of the routing enemy. This is about the time Imperius will start sending in reinforcement. Not that I need it, but he will start sending in reinforcement. And I end up sending my Lancers up to kill the Prussian general, which they're going to succeed at. Kind of. They're going to end up routing themselves in the charge. But the general will die. For the most part, the Prussian of my enemy... Prussian of my enemy, that doesn't make any sense at all. Well, my enemy Prussian player is still living, as Imperius is pretty much dead, as he's going to start sending in reinforcement.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
I see a lot of his reinforcements already arriving at this point, behind my line. Musketeers, 2 of them. Is there still a bit of combat up here? As there he goes, and the general is now dead. I had to send in, I think, another young... Yeah, my last young guard's gonna have to realign there to fill the hole. But pretty much my enemy Prussian player is already gone. Sir. It's just inevitable with the reinforcement I'm getting from Imperius coming in soon. As soon as he got this flank, this Prussian was dead already. Pretty much how it goes. If you get the flank on your enemy, that person's dead already. No ifs, ands, or buts. They're already dead.
A glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
It's pretty much now it's going to be a very rapid rout of all the remaining Prussian force. Nothing remains to be seen. Once again, I have to send another unit into charge because they're out of ammo, which means this old guard's one of them's gonna be able to get to move up. There it comes.
One of our units has used all its
Another
ammunition,
Voltigeurs ran out of ammo. At this point, the Prussian it's dead. And now it's just the slaughter of the remaining amount of the Prussian general staff. I think the Prussian only has like 4, now 3 units left on the field. 2. It's gonna watch the final slaughter of this unit. Let's watch you die, Musketeer. As my Voltigeurs are slowly charging up the hill, and you're not gonna get slaughtered at all. You're just gonna rout like that. There you go, you guys. That was my 50th win in Napoleon Total War for multiplayer battles. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you want more. Peace.